What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to MemeGC. Now, this is our first MemeGC of 2021, and I wanted to start us off with a little bit of a meme, maybe a little bit, but this week is also something very special. This is going to be Bear Week. So every episode, we're going to be featuring a bear Pokemon on the channel this week, because it is the birth week of Snappy Bear, my wife. And so go ahead and wish her a happy birth week, birthday, all that good stuff down in the comments below. So she requested specifically that we start off with a Bewear, which also happens to be something that I got her for Christmas. So this is one of her favorite Pokemon in the world. And so we're going to be featuring it today. Now, the whole point behind this Bewear is that we have Fluffy, which boosts basically you take half damage from contact moves, which is pretty important, but you gain a fire type weakness. Now, even with this, it's actually okay, because with that double defense, you can still take a lot of things really, really well. You can still take a max move from Cinderace and still fire back and OHKO it with a max ground, which is pretty cool. And we're pairing it up with Comfey, right? So we've used Comfey before. Usually it's seen nowadays with Galarian Moltres. It has been used with Gudra in the past, a couple other things that we've seen use it, but we're using it with this for the Priority Draining Kiss as well as Trick Room. So that is basically why we chose this over something like Tapu Fini. So I wanted to be able to activate our own weakness policy if we need to, as well as activate Trick Room, because Bewear is quite slow. So we need to be able to go pretty slow. And we're not running a normal move because we don't want to slow our opponents down either. So we're running Drain Punch, High Horsepower, Ice Punch, just for some really good coverage. Along with that, we've got a pretty standard Incineroar going on, Parting Shot to help to lower the output of our opponents. Also, the High Horsepower is there for the special defense, because Bewear doesn't really have a great special defense stat, and so this is to help to patch that up just a little bit. We've got an offensive Zapdos, which is pretty cool. I haven't gotten to use that yet. Pretty standard Choice Banded Rillaboom, and then an Assault Vest Landorus Therian. So pretty cool team. I did build this team myself. As you guys know, I usually use rental teams, so you'll get the rental code at the very end of this video as well. So before we jump into it, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Go ahead and share this video with everybody you know so that we can get to our goal for the end of this year. We met our sub goal for 2020. Let's meet it for 2021 as well. So yeah, and of course, once you subscribe, make sure you click the bell as well. So yeah, I guess that's it. Let's go ahead and jump into game one. All right, first battle of the new year, and we see a lot of interesting mons here. So Aggron, very interesting to see. Galarian Darmanitan is obviously a big threat. Definitely hits very, very hard. As far as special mons, though, there's only really one special threat on this team. Everything else looks physical. So I'm kind of feeling Comfey Bewear here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm feeling. I think it's going to work here. So also with that, Intimidate seems pretty nice. So I kind of feel like Incineroar is a must bring here. And then for the last one, what do we want to do about this? I think Zapdos is a pretty decent bring, but so is Rillaboom. It's one of these two. Landorus is okay, but not great. I'm a little concerned about Azumarill possibly being like some weird Sap Sipper variant. I know that's a little weird to be scared of, but I'm just a little bit scared of it. I've seen some Sap Sipper going around here recently with Perish Trap, so I don't really want to. I know that's kind of a weird thing to be a little afraid of, but yeah, I've been seeing some Perish Trap Azumarills around lately, and I don't want to get caught off guard by that. Also, I just wanted to let you guys know that this week we'll be streaming on Saturday rather than Sunday. So just mark your calendars. So we'll be streaming Saturday rather than Sunday. So for this, so here's the thing. Azumarill could do one of two things. But honestly, do I care about what it does? I don't think so. I think I protect Bewear. and Trick Room turn 1. We might see a Belly Drum, which could be a little rough. Okay, Stealth rocks. Okay, interesting. Not what I expected. And play rough into Bewear. Okay. Keep in mind that our ranks have reset, so we may see some things like this early on. But so I'm gonna knock out this Garchomp here real quick, and go ahead and set up my weakness policy. Yeah, so this sometimes happens when your ranks reset. So we're not in Master Ball just yet because it is our very first battle of the year. But so you can run into things like this. But you know, the thing is, Stealth Rock's like, if you're expecting some kind of a Sash user, then cool. But Stealth Rocks is pretty much never better than Protect. And so in doubles, it's really hard to justify going for that over Protect. So I don't think that that's really gonna help out my opponent all that much. But we're gonna go for a Max Hailstorm here. And this thing is, we're gonna knock that thing out about 4 or 5 times over. There's no way that thing survives. And I really don't think that this Azumarill is gonna do all that much, especially with Fluffy in the picture. Yeah, that's how much it does, which is insane. And that's huge power. That's definitely not Sap Sipper. So yeah, it does that much, which is not very impressive, I would say. And so now we can just kind of start the Floral Healing cycle, which is pretty great, where Bewear just kind of takes a bunch of KOs and just keeps getting healed every turn. So now I don't need special defense. I'll take attack boosts. And we're just gonna Floral Healing on our Bewear here. So this should be just fine, I think. Aggron may not go down to a +2 Max Knuckle. May not. Oh, especially if you Dynamax. Interesting. Are we Dynamaxing Aggron here? If so, that's kind of cool. No, we're actually Dynamaxing the Azumarill. Interesting. I still think we live a Max Starfall. I'm especially after the Floral Healing. Yeah, especially after Floral Healing, we should live pretty easily. So I'm fine with this. This will get us up to +3. Never mind, it's okay, Sturdy, but it's gonna go down to Hail. Unless my opponent goes for a Water move, but you probably go for the Fairy move. So yeah, unless you click a Water move, Aggron's gonna go down this turn. Iron Tail, that's gonna hit our Babiri Berry, so that's actually totally fine. Interesting that it's not Heavy Slam, but that's fine. Did you double Comfey? That could be interesting. Nope, and there's the Starfall, that's gonna go into Bewear. We should live that though. We do, because of Fluffy. He's such a fluffy boy, he's a good boy. So we're just taking KOs every turn, and that's just kind of the idea, is you just try to take KOs every turn with this thing, and then leave it to where they have no answers at the end. So yeah, Aggron's gonna go down to Hail because of the Max Hailstorm. That works out. And so on this next turn, we should be able to just take one more KO, and Azumarill can take out our Bewear, but Bewear has taken 3 of the 4 KOs, so that's fine. As Sceptile comes in, yeah, you don't stand a chance. You don't stand a chance. Hailstorm into this. Do we Floral Healing here? Or do we Ally Switch? Just to be cheeky. I mean, Floral Healing won't save us from being KO'd. Let's just Ally Switch here. I don't think switching out Comfey gives us any kind of value here. Yeah, I don't think it really helps anything, so we're gonna go ahead and take out the Sceptile here. 0% chance, as it is Focus Sash. Okay, Hail will take this out too. So that's fine. And Starfall's gonna go into the Comfey here. Should knock it out. Yep, does. Can we live a hit from Sceptile? Giga Drain. No, we don't live that. So that gets it out of range. Okay, so this just got interesting. This just got interesting. Bewear got Sceptile really low, but it being Sash is very odd. Then again, just bringing it is also very odd. So it's gonna lose its max now. At least I believe that's now. But I believe we have answers for both of these. Although Trick Room being up is a little bit of a problem now for us. Now it begins to work against us. And there's Stealth Rocks. Oh my gosh. This is... If we end up losing because of Stealth Rocks, because both of these are weak to rocks. Oh my gosh. Okay. One more turn of Trick Room. I can't protect with this. I can fake out Sceptile though and protect, but like what do we do? What do we get out of that though? I can fake out Sceptile, and then I'm assuming Azumarill just takes the KO on the Incineroar. Yeah, so let's just take out the Azumarill here. Yeah, not quite enough. Yeah, Geyser's gonna go into Incineroar. And what's funny is that this is going to actually make our Hurricane 100% accurate. So that's actually gonna make it to where I don't have to worry about, not that we really have to click Hurricane to knock out a Sceptile, just because it is so low. Oh, T-Bolt's not enough. That's a problem, because now we can't, because Heat Wave now does less, being in the rain. Does Heat Wave do enough in the rain? If we're Life Orb against a Azumarill in the rain, Heat Wave. Yeah, Heat Wave is not enough, actually. So, I think we have to T-Bolt it again and hope Sceptile can't take us out. Oh yeah, we should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. So we should be able to take this thing out. I'm surprised it didn't go for Aqua Jet. I'm really surprised it didn't click Aqua Jet. Because that could have been problematic. Yeah, Aqua Jet definitely could have been an issue. But yeah, now we can just click Hurricane. And it's 100% accurate because of the rain. So we don't have to worry about missing, hopefully. Goes for Leaf Storm. Can we live a Leaf Storm? We don't live? Oh my... He crit me. That crit definitely mattered. And I bet you anything that Stealth Rocks mattered too. Oh, why does this happen to me? Why does this happen? Stealth Rocks actually ends up making a difference. That's crazy. All right, well, Stealth Rocks new meta. You see it here first. Let's grab game 2. Match number 2, and we've got a pretty interesting squad here. So we've got competitive to watch out for on Milotic. Besides that, it's a lot of physical attackers. How does Bewear look? Bewear looks pretty good. Here, actually, Bewear has a super effective move for everything except Milotic. So that's pretty good. I think that's pretty nice. Your whole goal is to be fast. So I think that's what we want to do. We definitely want either Rillaboom or Zapdos, because otherwise we might lose to the... I think we bring Rillaboom in this case. But we could also bring Zapdos in tandem, or we could bring Landorus. Landorus looks a little bit better here. It gives us an immunity to the Regieleki, which could be valuable. I think that this is fine. We just need to be careful about activating competitive. That's the one thing I want to make sure that I'm that I'm careful of, because that can turn into a problem, especially since that's its only special attacker. Everything else will be hitting into the Fluffy on Bewear, so that's fine. Metagross Incin. All right, Intimidate is gonna happen, which is bad. It's very bad. But we can get back to +1 here in just a second. So I believe I want to Trick Room this turn and Protect. We probably see a Meteor Mash into the Comfey, but we do have Babiri, so we should be able to live that in theory. Yeah, so no maxes yet, which is fine. What do you go for? Fake Out? Okay. But Zen Headbutt into Bewear. Okay. So I'm gonna click Trick Room once again, and we'll go ahead and max here. Do we want to max Knuckle, or do we want to max Quake? I think we max Quake here into Metagross. We could also just let Metagross hit us and let him activate our weakness policy, but that's probably not the best. And it's also possible that my opponent just doubles into Comfey here to prevent the Trick Room. That is also very much an option. So either way, I don't think we're in a terrible position just yet. Okay, so that's gonna actually activate our weakness policy for us. Perfect. So now we're at +1. And actually they double into Bewear, and it doesn't quite do half, which is good, And we're gonna get the Trick Room off for free, which is fantastic. We get the Max Quake off. It does knock out Metagross. Perfect. Good job, Bewear. Good job, Bewear. We take those. Gonna boost our special defense for if that Milotic decides to show its face. And now we can begin the floral healing. So this is pretty nice. So we get the Trick Room off. We're now slower than everything else. And I don't believe you have anything on your team that is remotely slower. So we should be fine. I'd like to get a Max Knuckle or two off here. We do see the Milotic come in. Definitely expected. But we're gonna Floral Healing here into Bewear. And then I want to Max Knuckle the Incineroar here. This is for twofold, because he's hitting us with Fire-type moves, which we're obviously weak to because of Fluffy. And then this also gives us an attack boost, which is something we want as well. Nice, so that's out of here too. And we have things in the back to do with Milotic as well, so we should still be fine. But I want to get rid of this so that we're sitting pretty, and so it can't be cycled. Hypnosis, okay. Blind Hypnosis sounds about right. All right, so we're gonna have to not have a last turn of max, and of course it's Cinderace, which we could have dealt with without a Blind Hypnosis hitting. So Dapper Luck definitely at play here. I'm gonna Ally Switch because it's really all I can do. We could have lived. I'm pretty sure we could have lived after a Floral Healing. We could have lived a Max Flare or Fireball or whatever. But Hypnosis is a thing, and when you get really lucky hitting it, then, you know, I end up paying for it. So we'll have to see what we can do about this. Yeah, but hitting that blind is very, very problematic for us. But we're gonna have to try to stall as much as we can. Ally Switch is pretty much our only option of stalling here. So Fast Asleep, part of it. Muddy Water, that hurts. Crit me too, cool, love that. Actually goes for the Airstream rather than the Fire. Probably could have lived that too, because it's based on bounce. Does it go into Comfey, and Comfey lives, actually, which is fantastic. But next turn it really won't matter. unless we wake up. We have to wake up here or else we're just gonna get decimated and take a double KO here. Rillaboom Lando. I mean, I think we can make it happen with Rillaboom Lando. That's probably the best two that we could possibly have here. He's currently a flying type, so I'll click Ice Punch. And then, I mean, Floral Healing really won't, I mean, it'll get us up to full, but I don't think it'll save us. It's really all we can do, though. So, maybe we can live here? Maybe? Yeah, and if we stay asleep. So that sounds about right. Muddy Water misses Bewear. I don't think that makes a huge difference. Because Airstream... Airstream may not knock us out here, actually. Although it is, you know, it is stab. But you're at neutral. Blunder Policy? What is this? Blunder Policy with... For the Hypnosis? We live. But the thing is, we're gonna end up... My opponent's really fast now. And we've lost all of our turns of Trick Room. I have to go Rillaboom here. Because I can't, I really can't risk boosting up the Milotic. So I need to try to deal with this Milotic, and I need Bewear to wake up. Bewear has to wake up this turn, or we straight up, I think we straight up lose. How many boosts are we at? Are we +2 or +3? We're +2. Yeah, we straight up have to wake up this turn. Or wait, what type is Cinderace now? Oh, it's fighting type now. Well, this is awkward. And that probably will lose us the game, to be honest with you. But we'll try it. We're gonna go for Grassy Glide into Milotic. It probably protects. It does not. We are Choice Banded, and it goes down in one turn. Okay. Can we please wake up here and get off a big hit? Okay, we wake up. Nice. Bewear, let's go! Get a lot of our healing. Nice. Got a lot of health back on that. And actually goes for the max Flutterby. Okay. So actually going for the Rillaboom here. Which makes sense. I mean, it makes sense here. But at the same time, we just got a lot of health back. So we might just live the next turn. We got a lot of health back, and we're bringing in Landorus, which is going to put you at -1. Or put you at neutral, rather. So we might have just brought the exact right 4 that we needed. But it is currently a bug type, but it can change that. You're definitely faster than us here. So what do you go for? Do you go for a fighting move again? Or do you go for the bug move? Because, I mean, if you're going to knock out Landorus... I'm going to protect Bewear. Do I get anything out of that? I think so. I think I'm going to protect Bewear here. I think I'm going to click Fly. Is that what I do? No, actually I don't think I do. I think I click Rock Slide. Because if you go for the fighting move on Bewear, you break your ankles. You break your ankles! Let's hit the Bewear. Go into Bewear. Yes! Let's go! What a way to end it. Okay, we take those. Bewear causing them to break their ankles. We absolutely take those. That is hilarious, and I love it. I love it. All right. So, that's an awesome ending to game 2. That is so funny. I did not want to check your team. But we're going to get one more for today. And let's go ahead and jump into that one. Here we go. Last match of the day, and we've got Trick Room. We've got pretty hard Trick Room as well. So You know, we've got Glastrier definitely is a huge threat. We've got the top 2 used mons in Tapu Fini and Incineroar. It looks like this might be difficult to get Bewear set up. I mean, Bewear looks good against most of the team, but I don't think that it's going to fare well against things like Glastrier. So I do, though, think that Comfey might be a good option as far as stopping opposing Trick Room. And as long as we can stay faster, I think that we can deal with it. So I kind of want to lead Comfey Incineroar. Yeah, I think that's what we lead here. And then in the back, I definitely want Landorus. And then the big thing is I have a huge ice weakness, and so Glastrier kind of is a huge problem for this team. I think Rillaboom. Yeah, I think it's Rillaboom here. Yeah, this is a tough one. Hard Trick Room with Glastrier is a difficult one to go up against. And that's why Comfey in this particular team isn't necessarily locked into using the Bewear strat. Obviously, that's where it shines, and it can become sort of dead weight. Oh, actually just leading with Glastrier Dusclops. Okay, so you probably just click Trick Room here turn 1. And Protect. That's what I'm expecting. And we're gonna go ahead and get the Glastrier to -1, which is good. But what I'm going to do is click Trick Room of my own and Darkest Lariat into the Dusclops just for damage. I'm assuming Glastrier just protects here. No, it actually doesn't. Okay. Does my opponent predict my Trick Room predicting his Trick Room? Because that could be interesting. But you are at -1 now. Do you max guard? Is that what you do? Nope, no protect at all. And we're gonna get off a decent amount, like 30% on Dusclops, which is good. And it went next, so -1, I should live that. Yep, I do. So raises his special defense. I'm assuming you did click Trick Room here, right? Comfey click Trick Room. Yep, you clicked Trick Room as well. Perfect. So that's how you deny Trick Room with this team. That's it takes it's kind of gutsy though. It's tough because sometimes if your opponent decides to if your opponent doesn't do that, then it can be difficult. I'm gonna Floral Healing and not click Trick Room this turn. Just kind of seeing if my opponent will click it. And then I'm gonna Parting Shot into Glastrier. Although, what do I Parting Shot into? Landorus. Yeah, that's gonna put him at -3, and there's no way you're clicking an ice move on this. I'm Parting Shotting into that, yeah. Because now I've got him a little bit paranoid, right? And so may not click it this turn. So that gets Incineroar healthy for later. We get the Parting Shot off here. That's gonna put you at -2. We go into Landorus, that puts you at -3. And if you went for Max Quake again, it does 0 damage on turn 2. So for all of those reasons, I think that this is probably our best play. And then if we run into issues, we can just switch back in Incineroar next turn. So that should be fine. Max Quake, into Landorus. My opponent Will-O-Wisping into Comfey. Yeah, because you couldn't Will-O-Wisp into Incineroar, so, I mean, that makes sense. In case I'm sashed. Well, no, you know I'm Babiri Berry because of Frisk. So, yeah, I mean, that's fine. So, now, I mean, I'm just going to get a little bit of health back here and switch back into Incineroar. Yeah, I just need to make sure that this Glastrier is completely useless, and once it is, then we can just start going nuts. But I also don't want my Landorus getting burned, because that could be a problem. So now, yeah, now you're at Now your attack is pretty abysmal. So it's pretty rough on this Glastrier. So yeah, this is basically our way of dealing with it. It's very slow paced, and it's a little risky. Yeah, Hailstorm into my Incineroar. We should take that like 0 damage. Yeah, that didn't do very much at all. Perfect. So yeah, we're doing pretty well. It just depends on what my opponent wants to go for in the back though. Will-O-Wisp into my Incineroar. Very good. Very good. We absolutely take those. And now you shrink. Alright, so we effectively dealt with the Dynamax on this thing, and pretty much we can leave that slot alone now because it's at what, -3 or 4? -4, so that's pretty bad for my opponent, to be honest with you. So now we're going to keep our Incineroar healthy and Darkest Lariat into the Dusclops. We can go ahead and start knocking that out, because if it sets up Trick Room, that could be a problem for later things. But ultimately, we still do have our own Comfey to turn it back around if we need it. So, you know, I think we're in a decent position. This is just a slower paced game, and that's fine. It's just how we have to play these. And almost knocks it out. Doesn't quite, though, because of a crit. Yeah, I was going to say, that did a lot more than it should have. High horsepower, we'll take that. That's totally fine. And Will-O-Wisp predicting a switch. I see you. Predicting switches. I get you. Makes sense. But yeah, we got him scared into clicking Trick Room here, and Dusclops goes down to his own hail, which is perfect. Do we max Incineroar here? I don't think so. It's probably going to be Landorus if I were to guess. Could also be Rillaboom. Actually goes into Finny. Yeah, so we need to keep Rillaboom around, make sure this thing doesn't become a problem, but ultimately we have Grassy Glide for it no matter what, so it's really not that big of a deal. So yeah, Finny's not a problem at all here. I think we just click Floral Healing again, just keep this thing healthy. And then Parting Shot Finny. Is that what we do? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we can keep this thing healthy. I mean, I'm totally fine with this. Again, at -4, that thing is really not doing all that much. And Incineroar avoids it. That was the main target. So that's a little bit of luck in our favor. Not that it would have knocked us out, but it could have done some decent damage. And so now we're gonna Parting Shot this, put it at -1. All of the things. But that's how we do have to deal with it. It's just how this team has to work. And now we go into Rillaboom here. We get rid of your terrain. I highly doubt that at -4 you knock out my Rillaboom, to be honest with you. Like, I get that you're a Glastrier, but at -4, I really don't think you knock us out. You did 12 with that, which is pretty much 0. And this should be a guaranteed knockout on Finny with the Grassy Glide, so I think we're fine. I think we're totally fine. Like, yeah, even if Finny protects here and we have to take a hit, I don't think that that's an issue, because then Comfey's still around to heal us. So I don't think you can knock out both of our Mons here without losing things yourself. We could also ally switch. I don't think I get a whole lot of value out of that, though. In case you're like a weird Sash variant, we can do that. Actually withdraws into Incineroar. Okay. My man's making plays. My man's making plays. I see you. But again, we can just go into our own Incineroar in the back. We can get out of here with Rillaboom. In fact, we can click U-turn and get a Floral Healing off first. So we should be able to live this. I would assume we live this. At -4, yeah, we take that. So we'll Floral Healing and no, we can't U-turn because we're banded. That's not a thing that we can do. We could also just max here, but I don't think this is our max option just yet, because the priority's really nice. Yeah, I think we just switch back out. Again, like, I know it's slow gameplay, but it's just, this is what VGC is sometimes. It's just part of it. So, what's our health looking like in the back? Full. Okay, nice. So we're going to Draining Kiss that again and switch back out into Incineroar. Put this thing at -5. Because, yeah, like I said, once you get this low on your stats, it's pretty much useless. And both of your attackers here are physical, so... And I do need to save Rillaboom. If I let Rillaboom go down for no reason, then I could put myself in a weird position, and I don't really want to do that. So, yeah, Flare Blitz, probably into Incineroar. Yep. And Icicle Crash also in Incineroar. Yep, but he missed. Oh, into Comfy. Okay, that may have made a difference. Maybe. But yeah, I still haven't even maxed yet. I still haven't maxed yet. Like I said, it's probably going to be Landorus. We'll probably max Landorus once we take out this Incineroar here. So let's go... I mean, we can just keep Draining Kissing down this thing. And we could Parting Shot Glastrier, get into Landorus and go ahead and max. Yeah, let's go ahead and end this. Let's go ahead and end this. This battle is it's quite a long battle. It's quite a long battle, but I think we can speed things up here in just a second. So let's go ahead and Parting Shot. This thing's now at -6. Cannot be any worse for this horse. And we take those, because otherwise this horse can cause us some issues. This battle definitely could have gone the other way if the Trick Room had gotten off. So that's the big thing that I like about this team, about Comfey being a little bit more than just... Yeah, I literally can't intimidate it. It does a little bit more than just... Oh, and Parting Shot on me. I don't think that matters here, but it does more than just set up the Bewear, right? It can also function in other ways. And right now, like, my opponent still hasn't been able to knock it out. So, like, it's kind of insane. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the KO on the Glastrier here. Although that's gonna mean being at -2 for Landorus, which also isn't the best. High horsepower into the nothing. Very good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and max here. Go ahead and do all of the things. Yeah, we could actually just regular Rock Slide here, but I don't think that's what I want to do. I want to speed this up. Let's go ahead and do it. I really don't think that there's a way that we lose here. The only thing is Incineroar, right? So if we let Incineroar do anything crazy, we could be in for some issues. But I think we're fine. I think we're okay. Yeah, we're slowly getting some healing back on Comfey. That's probably about burn damage. And now we're also setting up Sand. So yeah, Glastrier takes about half from that. It'll be at -4 now with his weakness policy. Oh no. What are we gonna do? Yeah, it's still, yeah, and we still have floor healing though that we can still click. Oof. I did a lot to Comfey. Crit, that's why. Icicle Crash, it missed though. Unfortunate. So we'll be able to heal Landorus back up to full here with floral healing. Although we should be able to live one more turn, right? Should be our last turn with Comfey. Yeah, that's our last turn. So we'll go ahead and floral healing. Landorus. Hit the Glastrier one more time. And then we should be alright. Oh, Glastrier protects. Now you protect. Interesting. Very, very late game protect. But I mean, we still do have Intimidate in the back. So once Comfey goes down, we Intimidate you again. So I mean, yeah, I'm going Incineroar next turn. I mean, that's just what I'm doing. And Landorus avoids it. That's unfortunate. Comfey was going down either way this turn, so that's very unfortunate that you missed that. I don't think it's going to be game-changing, but that is an unfortunate miss for sure. So actually, we go Rillaboom here and just take a double KO, right? Yeah, I think we just go this and take a double KO. If you go Incineroar, we can swap out into our own Incineroar. I think this is fine. I'm just trying to close the game out now. So that's basically the idea here. Grassy Glide, Tapu Fini, Rockfall, Glastrier. If you want to switch out, that's fine, but something gets KO'd here. You can't save both of them. Actually saving a Glastrier. Okay. I mean, Incineroar doesn't appreciate this either, even at -2. Can we knock out Finny, though? I mean, we're choice banded. I would assume we do at -1. Yeah, no. It goes down. It'll go down to sand. No, it won't, because it has a berry. We still should be fine, though. I think it's okay. Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. And Incineroar also survives. I don't believe that is sand range. Also a berry. Okay. Finding all of the berries. Love it. Love it. Muddy Water. Missed Rillaboom. Probably not a huge deal. Yeah, that does about a quarter. Lowers our accuracy. Not the best. Okay, so now we're going to click Rock Slide, because Earthquake is weakened in the terrain. And plus, I want to be able to do at least somewhat decent damage to Finny. And we've got the flinch chance too. So that is what we are doing. So what I'm hoping for is Grassy Glide Finny, single target Rock Slide into Incineroar. Rock Slide also covers a switch. Alright, stays in. Good. So this should be a knockout here, and then we'll go single target on the Incineroar. And then we'll click it again next turn. So we should be good here. Doesn't quite KO. Even if you break through, that's fine. Does flinch. That's unfortunate, but it's not going to make a difference in the long run, because you knock out Rillaboom, but Rillaboom's already done its job. Rillaboom's done everything it needed to do. So yeah, we definitely click Rock Slide here again. And I believe we just click Grassy Glide on Glastrier. Yep, you can protect if you want. That's fine. I don't mind that. And that, yeah. So this should be fine. This should be game, I think. Long game. Had to play the long game with Intimidates and all that good stuff. Tried to click Fake Out even though he's already been in a turn. Yeah, you can't do that. And actually, we almost went to timer, which is kind of crazy. You don't normally go to timer on VGC games. Normally it's a little bit faster paced. But this one was a little slower, but it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this episode of MemeGC. I hope you guys enjoyed, and there's the DC, got you. And I hope you enjoyed watching Bewear go nuts. Bewear's pretty cool. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy. And I hope you have enjoyed the very first episode of Bear Week on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we've got one of the ultimate teams in meme technology that includes a bear in there. And you're going to want to stick around for that. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss that awesome team with a bear on it. And Friday, I've got a very big surprise for you that I think all of you are going to be all about when it has to do with bears. So Friday, awesome bear video. Saturday, stream. Sunday, no stream. So it's going to be awesome. So I hope you guys will go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like on the video, all that good stuff. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.